Good evening, racing fans. Welcome to Racing Action from Grand River Raceway for a Monday evening in beautifully Laura, Ontario. We have a post time of approximately 20 minutes away, and the track condition will start off listed as good. We've had some rain throughout the day, but we'll see how the track fares, but probably will fare very well. Note in race number 1, number 6 Dream Shot has an equipment change, steel to aluminum shoes up front. Steel to aluminum up front. Second race, no changes. No changes in the second. In race number 3, number 2 Century Isaiah changing steel to barefoot. That is steel to barefoot just on the back. Race number 4, no changes. No changes, race 4. In race number 5, there were no changes. No changes, race 5. Race number 6. Number 6, Captain Chloe, missing chart line, and finished 5th, beaten 9 3/4. That is 5th, beaten 9 3/4. And 156 3, Jay Harris. In race number 7, scratches of 6 isn't easy, and scratch number 7, Kiss Cam. So just a field of 5. Scratches of 6 and 7. Correction. Number 7, Kiss Cam is not scratched. It's an equipment change. My bad. Can't see back to open bridle. Race 8, number 8, Downstairs Party, blind to open bridle. That is race 8, number 8, Downstairs Party, blind to open bridle. Once again, note in race 7, the only scratch is 6 isn't easy. Race 9 has no changes. And race number 10, number 7, Dance Like a Skipper, changing steel to aluminum shoes up front. That is steel to aluminum up front, and adding a Murphy blind on the left. Fans, a correction, it is adding a Murphy blind on the right. Adding Murphy blind on the right for number 7, Dance Like a Skipper, and steel to aluminum up front. Once again, note race number 1, 6 Dream Shot, steel to aluminum shoes up front, and race number 2, there are no changes. It's 16 minutes to post time to welcome in my co-host live from the Grand River Studios. It's like CNN from Western Fair Raceway. How are you doing, Sugar?
Right on, we're doing pretty good here. Yes, indeed. Live from the Grand River Raceway Studios in London. We've had some weather, and there's been some nasty weather up around Lucan. But we're okay where I'm at right now. How is the weather near Alora?
Well, we've had some rain today, but I think that if we remember last year, this track can take a monumental amount of rain. We had some rains last year that were like monsoons coming down, and 20 minutes later, the track, they were allowing 1 second, and a couple races later, back to listing it as fast and no allowance. So
For sure. I've been there on many an occasion when the rain had come down, a half hour prior to race number 1, like a big downpour, and, you know, and get hit again around maybe race 3 with another downpour. You said it right. That track will take a lot of water, Gary.
yeah, well, and I think we'll be fine this evening. I mean, it's warm. They went over this track super fast on Friday night, so I hope you've done a good look at your program for this evening. You've been off to a hot start so far to the year. The pressure's on you to keep it going. You're a playoff handicapper, so you got to keep the team in the playoffs in the hunt heading into Canada Day tomorrow. So we'll be back at about 7 or 8 minutes to post time. I understand you have a pick 5 ticket to give us.
We'll be back. Yeah, I kind of like this pick 5 sequence. Hi, welcome back to the show, everyone. You're watching a Monday evening at Grand River Raceway, getting set to kick off 10 races. Great looking card this evening, 7 minutes to post time on race number one. We've got a $5,000 guaranteed pool, pick five, starting things up, part of the go to wagering menu at the river. So, race number one. Let's bring up a ticket idea, courtesy of yours truly. We're using some even numbers here in the early going. My top four selections are 2, 4, 6, and 8. Not in that order. I've got the 6 on top. That being Dream Shot. Gets a shoeing change. Steel to aluminum up front. And might have been a bridle change last time out where closed up well to be second best by head. So Dream Shot sitting on a big one after that runner-up finish in the latest. I love the chances. Love that price currently at 6-1. Also going to include number 2, Tempting. Tempting went first up for a ways in the latest. Jay Harris on board. Definitely a major stepping stone for that one. The maiden victory, though, will be facing slightly tougher competition, in my opinion. 2 and 6 for me. Starting things up then on this, again, $5,000 guaranteed pool. Pick five play. Race number 2, that's where we've gone deepest of all. This is a really nice looking field. The likes of Palladium Hanover, Dow's Up, How You Play the Game, and as well as Reactor Now and Beach Tour. They're all in it. And those are the 5 I'm going to use to get through leg number 2 of this pick 5 play. The middle leg, Trotters, for the third race. We're on the 3, Give Me Carrots, as well as 7, Like Chaos for Bruce Richardson. Fourth race, we went inside to Were We for Laura. Anavant, an Ideal Perception. Another great looking field. That's the preferred 2 for the boys on the pace in race number 4. And the 5th and final leg of this pick 5, number 2, Coalition Hanover, and number 3, Typhoon Stride. Just one win between that pair thus far in 2025. But for me, I believe they both found a good spot to possibly get the job done. Race number 5, again, it's 2, Coalition Hanover, Paul McKenzie, and 3, Typhoon Stride, Jason Ryan. I'm in to go for $24 even on a 20-cent pick 5 play. Gary Guy standing by. His pick 5 ticket idea. What do you got for us, Gary?
Well, I don't spend as much money as you do. I don't have your bankroll. So in this first race right away, that could be a problem for me because I went all in on Tempting. Dream Shot is certainly one that you should be tempted to add in, and the equipment change, steel to aluminum shoes up front. But I thought Tempting looked so good, so I was tempted. I went all alone. Race number 2. We both like Beach Tour on top, but I added 4 horses, and that's a race that you also have a bunch. I think it's a very wide open race, and I just didn't want to get left out in that second race if I can get by with Tempting in the first. In race number 3, well, we have these same 2 horses. We have Give Me Carrots and Like Chaos. The difference is I've got Give Me Carrots on top, but we both take those 2 horses. In the fourth race, not much difference. We both like the 1 and 3. Then you added in Enavant and I added in Artie's Ideal. I think the inside 4 there measure fairly closely, but yeah, you got to like Ideal Perception. And then in race number 5, this is where we have a little bit of a difference of opinion. I went with Wild River Bumblebee along with Typhoon Stride. You added Coalition Hanover, but I don't know. I love that Wild River Bumblebee. And look, I think shows improvement. This is just the 3rd start of the year. One that was really good last year. So my ticket, I don't spend as much. $9.60 tends to be my line that I try to get to.
Oh, you know what, Gary? I tried Wild River Bumblebee last time out, and I thought, okay, this is a good spot for me. He got a great toe up, but he gapped the cover. And for me, it just didn't happen. For me, I had to kind of just lay off him this time around. But watch him go out and win big tonight.
Yeah, you could get stung by Wild River Bumblebee here in the 5th.
Big time.
And what about Conley? Does Conley have it? You know, I bet. Does Conley have a ticket here? Does Conley going to join the fray? Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Go
He's
ahead, buddy.
opening up the wall tonight, $14.40 for Conley. You know, the thing about Conley, he always seems to find a single throughout his sequence. He's gone three deep the opening leg, a pair of them for race two, back to three deep in the third. Deepest of all, race number four, he's gone inside to Warwee for Laura. Anavon, Ideal Perception Artie's Ideal. And then he singles up that seven. Oh, the stinger. Wild River Bumblebee, his single on the end, Gary.
Absolutely. So he's spending a few more dollars, and somewhere about 2 minutes to post time. By the way, I also just got a text from a fan. Bye bye, Mitch. And, well, addition by subtraction. So I'll just throw in my thoughts on that. But we're into horse
Vegas,
racing this
baby.
evening. Go ahead. What did you say?
Vegas, baby.
Vegas. Hey, I'm sure he'll enjoy it, and I'll enjoy watching the Leafs that have a chance in the playoffs and don't have a bunch of mopey players that can't step up and play a little harder. But there's my Leafs opinion. We're about a minute to post time to race number one. We'll talk to you after the post parade. Field for race number one is on post parade, and one is Better Bell. Garrett Rooney for John Chikeen and Robert Pooley. Number two is Tempting. Jay Harris for Sean Stacy and Nickway Farms. And number three, Page Rock Scissors. Travis Henry for Michael Pattison. Number four is Freed from Desire. Jason Ryan for Meg Crone and Anthony Hahn. Number five is Plastic Fantastic. Austin Sorry for Robert Kyle Fellows in Hut Racing. And number six, Dream Shot. Martin Lachance drives and trains for Neil Ostrom. Number seven, Baroness. Daryl Thiessen for Ashley Lenvoy and Gino Toscani. And the British DJ All the Way. Paul McCain for Rebull Butt and Antonio Tangretta. Field of eight on the Omega Alpha Pharmaceuticals Post Parade. Let's get a look at this field. And, well, Dream Shot at 5-1. And I'll tell you, with 1-2 on Tempting, maybe Dream Shot is the one that is a pretty good shot here to get you started in the pick five.
By far, Gary, the best value on the board right now. I mean, I do like Tempting as a top two threat, but I can't get there on that 1-2 price. I mean, just first time hitting the board last time out, so going in the right direction. But for me, Dream Shot is going even better. Just missing 54-2. Might have been a bridle change last time. Shoeing change tonight. Steel to aluminum up front. And on go, I believe, for Montana Shot, 6-1 price player to start the pick five. Love him.
And one that did have a couple of wins last year in 8 starts and a win here in 56-2, and then last time out almost the win. Stylish Stella, the one that beat a Dream Shot. Pretty nice one, too. Stylish Stella's been racing well, so that's a good measuring stick. Dream Shot. Look at that, 6-1. Number 2, Tempting, 3-5 on the board right now. That is right now. If that was the price in behind the gate in terms of a win ticket, yeah, I would be more than tempted to go to Dream Shot. I think that's the way I'd be going. But you can't take anything away from Tempting. That was a good effort last time out.
It was too, and it was a top selection for Conley Ecclestone at 10-1. And Robert Reed Jr., he always had that favorite saying, if you missed a horse on a big price one week, never go back to him the next week when he bet the favorite.
Yeah, what did he say? If you didn't go to the wedding, don't go to the funeral.
That's the one.
I love that saying. So Tempting is not tempting you at 3-5 on the board off a really good race and
not
a better
at that
post.
Price. Not at that price. Yeah.
Number 4, Freed from Desire. Well, you desired this one enough to put this one into the 3rd spot. And Freed from Desire is one that raced pretty solidly here last race. There's Tempting on top of Freed from Desire 3rd.
Right on. Freed from Desire showing 55 and 4 speed in the latest. 3 on the board finishes from just 5 outings this season, including a victory. That victory came over your Georgian Downs 5/8, so certainly knows the way to the winner's circle. And Jason Ryan, one of my fave drivers over the Rivers 5/8 mile oval, gets a pretty good shot here with the Freed from Desire, the daughter of Big Jim.
And then the longest shot on the board right now is TJ All the Way, and you had enough confidence to throw this one onto the bottom of your super ticket.
I've said it a few times to you, Gary, since the start of the meet. A lot of times it's just a numbers game. So a lot of times if I'm on a 6-2-4, usually I'm going to take the even number to complete that top 4. Just like if I was on a 5-3-1, I'd like to be chucking in the 7 for 4th here. It's a numbers game, Gary.
That sounds like maybe a little bit of superstition. Well, I wasn't with you with the superstition, so I have an odd number. 5, Plastic Fantastic. 3 good starts at Georgian Downs.
Right, but it's 57, 58, and 59. Now, you call it both tracks. Which one is quicker?
Oh, this track is much faster.
Gotcha.
Much faster.
Good to know.
Much faster. The announcer's slower, but the track, well, actually, they have a slow announcer at both tracks. But the track here is super fast, and they're moving in behind the gate. Better Bell, Tempting, Page Rock Scissors on the inside, Freed from Desire, Plastic Fantastic in the center. On the outside, Dream Shot and Baroness and TJ All the Way. Field of 8, race number 1 on a marvelous Monday as we are gathered at the river. They're into the backstretch, approaching the start. And the field for race number 1. They're all in position. Freed from Desire is going to blast out with Plastic Fantastic. Better Bell on the inside. Dream Shot, Tempting, Page Rock Scissors, Baroness, and TJ All the Way. Freed from Desire and Jason Ryan. Able to come on and get the lead. Better Bell's racing second. Plastic Fantastic third. Then Tempting is fourth in front of Dream Shot. Page Rock Scissors, Baroness, and TJ All the Way is back trailing the field as they work their way on past that opening quarter, and the opening panel was recorded in 28-1, and it is Freed from Desire in front of Better Bell. Plastic Fantastic's on the inside third, and fourth is Tempting in front of Dream Shot. Then it is back to Page Rock Scissors and Baroness and TJ All the Way. Off a 28-1 opening quarter. Field heads up towards the half, and it is still Freed from Desire. 8-5 on the board, has the lead over the 25-1 Better Bell, who's right there still in the pocket and looking sharp. And Plastic Fantastic is third. Tempting is racing fourth in front of Dream Shot, and now popping out from third goes Plastic Fantastic. Tempting is racing on the outside, second over fourth. Dream Shot follows Tempting, then Page Rock Scissors and Baroness and TJ All the Way. Off a 58-2 half, they head on to three quarters. Freed from Desire is leading the way. Plastic Fantastic is getting up a little bit closer. Better Bell. Tempting is well situated and is going to roll 3 wide right now. Then Dream Shot is still about 4.5 off the lead and gapped in behind Tempting as well as Plastic Fantastic. It is Freed from Desire and Tempting as they turn for home. But Freed from Desire is still leading the way. Freed from Desire. Tempting is looking to Free Jason Ryan from the lead, and Better Bell, long shot, Better Bell out against Freed from Desire. Freed from Desire wins it. Better Bell second, Tempting third, and Dream Shot fourth, 157 and 2. Freed from Desire. Well, Sugar, we're freed from any contention with our Pick 5 ticket.
Missed the 4 in the opening leg of the pick 5. Well, we're dead in that ticket, but how about G Money in for the deuce at 25 to 1? You know what? I, if I'd have missed the first leg, I'd have rather seen Garrett blowing it up there at 25 to 1.
Yeah, that would have been a beautiful start to the Pick 5. And, well, and Freed from Desire, the last time out this one raced, gave up the lead to Tempting and Lions Marion and came home in 29 and 4. But this week came home in 29 and 3. And, well, that was just enough difference for Freed from Desire and Jason Ryan. And just dug in a little bit better. But also that 58 and 2 half, that probably helped because look at last time out, Freed from Desire, 56 and 2 to the half.
Right. This filly, she was just stealing away, right, on that front end. A big breather of 30 and 1 through that second quarter. And nothing was making a move, right? So stealing away on the lead, and she'd have no trouble holding on for victory. The big long shot second, Tempting. Well done to be third in there, and Dream Shot. We'll have to wait for next time.
Yeah, I mean, we were arguing about whether the 2 would beat the 6. Well, guess what? Who cares? Because the 4 beat the 1.
Right. Yeah, like 2 would have taken a lot of money in that pick 5. 4 is likely a clear second choice in the pick 5 play, but if Rooney would have gotten there with the big long shot, whoa.
It's a 4-1-2-6 top 4, and coming back in front of us is number 4, Freed from Desire. Freed from Desire is a 3-year-old Big Jim Brown filly, owned by Anthony Honame Crone. Meg Crone's the trainer. Jason Ryan's the winning driver. Freed from Desire, second win on the season and second lifetime. Freed from Desire. The first race payouts for Freed from Desire, $5.30, $4, $2.30. 1 Better Bell, $12.63, 70, and 2 Tempting, $2.50. $2 exactor, $65.70. Dollar try, $129.65. Dollar super, $266.20. First race or finish from the tops at 237-154-86. That's 237-154-86 on the bottom.
Okay. We're coming back to you now live from Grand River Studios in London. We're going to talk up the early pick four. We've got a $2,500 guaranteed pool on the pick four play covering races 2 through 5. Hey, just caught the end of that replay again. Number 6 Dream Shot. Yeah, be looking for that one next time. Closed up very strong on the wide side. Be looking for that one next time. Race 2 then. Let's get a look at a pick four ticket idea. This is where I've gone deepest of all. I'm hoping for a price. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, like that. Palladium Hanover, Dow's up. How you play the game, Reactor Now. Beach Tour, flying late in the latest. He didn't find room till maybe swinging for home. And another few strides, he was probably going on by for a new best in 51 and change, right? So Beach Tour, I believe, sitting on a big win in here. Race number 3, we're on 3. Give me Carrots, and the 7, Like Chaos, group of trotters there. A pretty good exactor box deal, I think. 3 and 7 in the third. Fourth race, we're inside. Where are we? For Laura and Avant and Ideal Perception. Great looking preferred 2 on the pace in the fourth. Fifth race, looking for Coalition Hanover, Typhoon Stride. Just one win between them so far this season, hoping one of them gets off the schneid there in the fifth. $12 even on a 20-cent play. Gary Guy, quickly with his pick 4 ticket. Gary Guy's in for $9.60. He's opting to go deepest of all. Again, in race number 2, 6, 2, 3, and 5. He's using 4 of them. Again, $9.60 for Gary's ticket. Conley Ecclestone, his early pick 4 play opens up to $4.80 on his 20-cent wager. He's holding on to that single in race number 5, that being number 7, Wild River Bumblebee. Don't get stung. It's the early pick 4, race 2, starting things up here. Gary Guy with the post parade next.
Field 4, race number 2 on parade. 1, Palladium Hanover, Travis Henry for Jody Cullen and Paul Sanders in A1 stable. Number 2 is Dow's Up, Daryl Thiessen for Lindsey Curran, Sally Charlton, and Sergio Vespa. Number 3 is How You Play the Game, Sammy Filio for Jody Cullen and David Snowden. Number 4 is Reactor Now, Jason Ryan for Greg McNair and Bradley Grant. Number 5 is Harry G, Jay Harris for Duncan Gillis and Christina Safdie. And number 6 is Beach Tour. It's Mike Horner driving and training for RAW Equine and Mark Horner. And number 7 is Double Down Duke, Scott Quilter, Stephen Taylor, and Brett Taylor. There's the field for the second race, the Omega Alpha Pharmaceuticals Post Parade. Let's get a look at this field. And, well, Sugar, I told you I thought this was a very wide open dash, and almost everybody into single digits, just the 5 Harry G at 10-1. And I think that's actually going to come down a touch, my belief. And Look, we
Hmm.
both went to Beach Tour. I thought I'd get a bit of a price on Beach Tour. One, because the money spread out, and two, there's others to the inside that you could go for. But we both love Beach Tour.
We both love him, and I'm thinking his price is going to take a sharp drop soon. I mean, there's no clear cut favorite, no clear cut long shot, but when this horse gets good, Gary, he gets real good. Now, he was a strong second last time out. He didn't find racing room till very late in the mile, and when Mike tipped him wide for the drive home, he was flying on the end. I mean, 50 more feet, he's taking a new mark of 51 and change. This horse is very sharp right now. I just can't see him going away at 6-1. He's got to go lower.
And the one that beat him, Keystone Dakota, has really put on a show for a couple of races. So that's a very strong measuring stick for Beach Tour against Keystone Dakota, almost with the win. Number 1, Palladium Hanover. Well, Travis Henry for Jody Cullen. And you can always take a horse from Jody Cullen. Last time out, Trailer Post. Better post here.
Oh, indeed. Anytime I see a horse with a trailing post to start prior and they get their nose back on gate, you've got to go back to them. I mean, Palladium Hanover had the 9-hole at Flamborough late May, come back to just miss by a neck. And then he's got the 9-hole last time out at Grand River Raceway and rail advantage, nose on gate. Jody Cullen, hot trainer, Travis Henry, catch driving. Nice price, 6-1.
Number 2, Dow's Up, is one that, you got to be impressed with the effort here last time out to blast out from post 7 and didn't give it up badly. And also, 51 and 4, and just gave up a half a length from the top of the stretch home to finish 4th, beaten 2.
Indeed, this stallion, son of Shadow Play, he can always leave like a rocket ship. Now, he had missed about a month of racing time prior to his latest. That's probably one of his best miles ever, finishing up 4th, 151 and 4. I don't know what you're going to get tonight. Are you going to get a very sharp Dow's Up, or might he flatten out a bit off that big effort in the latest after missing month? I'm just not sure what we're going to get from him tonight.
Well, he's coming in with 3 consecutive good efforts, and I'm a big fan of all the horses that come out with Lindsay Kerr. She gets the job done. Got big numbers this year. Has big numbers every year. Number 3, How You Play the Game. I played for 3rd. You played for 4th, and last race was an improvement.
Right, and one of 2, Jody Cullen. Trainees in here. I mean, both of them with their noses on gate, a short field of 7. Jody's horses might control things in here. This is Sam Filion getting the call, and Sammy's been having a great run at the river.
And you threw Reactor Now onto your ticket. I used Harry G onto the bottom of my super, and you included Reactor Now on that multi-leg back with the pick 5 that's dead. But Harry G, big effort last time up. We'll see if you can back it up.
Yeah, that was a big effort. Right to his life best, right? He tripped out by the answer, home and cooled. And, look for him to continue on with some good things here. Jay Harris hops on.
It's Palladium Hanover. Dow's Up on the inside. In the center, How You Play the Game. Reactor Now. Harry G to the outside. Beach Tour and Double Down Duke. And it is a field of 7 for the second dash. And the field for the second race is in position. And they're at the start of the rough, and Dow's Up is out alertly with Reactor Now. And then on the inside, Palladium Hanover. The outside is Beach Tour. Then it is How You Play the Game, Harry G. And Double Down Duke is trailing the field. Dow's Up is up early, leads by 2 1/4. Reactor Now is racing position second. Palladium Hanover. Beach Tour now is touring on the inside 4th in front of How You Play the Game. Then it is back to Harry G and Double Down Duke, and they race off the turn, opening quarter 26 and 3, and the field works on towards us. Dow's Up leading as they race on past us. Dow's Up, Reactor Now. Palladium Hanover is positioned 3rd. Then Beach Tour now is going to tour on the outside, and How You Play the Game. Then Harry G and Double Down Duke. 26 and 3 opening quarter. The field motors on up towards the half, and leading the way is Dow's Up. Reactor Now in the pocket. Palladium Hanover is still 3rd. Beach Tour surfing on the outside now is getting a little closer Victory is taken over third, but still about 3.5 off the lead. Palladium Hanover is fourth. How You Play the Game. Then Double Down Duke and Harry G. And they head on to 3/4 off of 56.5. It's still Dow's Up, who's up by about a length and a quarter. There goes Beach Tour now. Beach Tour is coming. Beach Tour is surfing hard. And it is Dow's Up and Beach Tour. Reactor now. Palladium Hanover and How You Play the Game. Trailing pair, Harry G, Double Down Duke, 3/4, 124 and 1. Beach Tour is trying to measure Dow's Up, who's game on the inside still. It is Dow's Up, Beach Tour. Reactor now is waiting for the passing lane and How You Play the Game. And Palladium Hanover on down the stretch route they come. And Dow's Up is still up. Dow's Up, Beach Tour is trying to close. And up the inside with a late push. Here comes Reactor now. Reactor now, explosively good. Wins it, Dow's Up and Beach Tour. And Reactor now exploding up the passing lane to, get a win in 151 and 3. Reactor now.
I thought it'd be a bigger price. Here, I quickly went to the old HBI account and looked him up. He's 7-2. So he took some serious action there this evening, but a tripped out victory. Jason Ryan in for 2 early.
And I told you the money would be pretty evenly spread. The longest shot on the board wound up being 8-1 on the board. And the favorite Dow's Up was 2-1 and had a long look at the win, but the passing lane just was too good for Reactor now.
You know what? He was real good. Dow's Up, I thought, might have been softened up following that latest trip after missing a month. But you know what? He was game right until the end. He was able to fight off a very strong Beach Tour. He went a big one, but saving all the ground throughout, up through that passing lane at the river. Reactor now.
Yeah, and Beach Tour gets that first up trip, which is tough, and so we wind up with Reactor now. Nice effort by Dow's Up. You can come right back to him. Beach Tour, first up is tough. And Palladium Hanover on the inside, your second one, at least gets onto the top 4.
Yeah, it raced well. I mean, both Jody Cullen trainees raced well. I thought Horner did a great job with Beach Tour, keeping that one alert. He was out a long ways. Horner really wanted this one, I think. He chased him up pretty good through that final half, but take nothing away from his trip, finishing a strong third. But here's your winner.
Well, I left Reactor now off my ticket. You added that one, so you're still alive, but was for the win column, and that is why I tipped the scales against. Well, now not an offer. Reactor now is back in front of us at 10-year-old Auckland Reactor Bay Gelding, owned by Bradley Grant, trained by Greg McNair. Jason Ryan is victorious in races 1 and 2. Reactor now is first win on the year, 24th lifetime. The second race payouts for reactor now 973.20, 220. Two Dow's up, 410, 286, Beach 2 or 350. $2 exactor, 38.50. Dollar try, 77.95. Dollar super 201.05. 20 cents supers 40.21. Double of 4 and 4, $38. The second race over a finish from the tops of 425, 1637. That's 425, 1637 on the bottom.
I train and drive harness racing horses at London, Ontario. These are my main products that I use in my racehorse barn that are all Omega Alpha, the Biotic 8, the Immune Plus, the Anti-Flam, which is great for the horses after they've had a hard day racing. The Biotic 8, I swear by it. Get all the dapples out, gets the old coat out, gets everything pumping and moving and makes the shine really come out.
Field for the third is on Post Parade. One is Fantastic MVP Travis Henry for Jack Moisehaven, High Stakes Incorporated, and Nancy McNevin and Lamone Joe Stable and Sunset Racing. Number 2 is Century Isaiah. Ron Whipples Jr. drives and trains for Dr. Sheila Atmore. And number 3, Give Me Carrots, Scott Calder, Jared Bothwell. Number 4, The Pinball Wizard, Sammy Filio for Yves Gallant and Ivan Gallant. 5 is Pio Canella, Paul McKenzie for Matt Dupuis. And number 6, Missy's Magic Man, Jason Ryan for Ron Corbett. Number 7, Like Chaos, Bruce Richardson for Joe Coffey. And number 8, Riviera Beach, Daryl Thiessen for Gerard Maris and Tag Incorporated. And 9 is Lily's Last, Jeffrey Hunt for Patrick Hunt and Goldfinger Stables, the Omega Alpha Pharmaceuticals Post Parade Field of 9. Let's get a look at this field, and we shall start with number 3, Give Me Carrots. And, well, won by 4 lengths last time up, but I've told you recently I can't take Give Me Carrots because I don't like vegetables.
That's right. You said that last time, and you're going to stay off this one again, eh? I'm going to put him in the top spot, just very sharp in that latest victory. Home in 29, flat, winning in 56-4. Jason Ryan was on board him on that occasion, though he's got his own trainee in here, number 6, Mrs. Magic Man. So Scott Coulter's not a bad replacement, right?
Absolutely. Love the Tan Tornado. And certainly Give Me Carrots. Look, can't take anything away from him. That was a really good effort. I went elsewhere, and I went to the one that you used as your second choice. But the thing with Give Me Carrots also, although it has a good post position, only got away 5th from the inside. We'll see what the plan is. But when he went 3 wide, it really came on nicely. Number 7, Like Chaos, is my top one. And your second choice drops 1 level, though, from last time out.
Yeah, does indeed meet easier. And this is your speedball play. This one's got to be on or near the lead, right? He's 27-1 at the quarter and leading last time from post 5. Post 7 does not bother me at all for Bruce and Like Chaos. 5-2 price right now. Yeah, I like that price a little more than the 3 right now. Give Me Carrots. And the exactor box is what I was leaning towards in here, 3-7, 7-3. If you can get better than double your money on those 2 in the exactor, I think you're going to do okay.
And Like Chaos was a strong earner last year, earned more than $2,000 a start. Hasn't been quite as good this year, but that last one might be a sign that it's about to come around. Number 6, right. Missy's Magic Man. Well, can Jason Ryan keep it going?
Hot hands are with him thus far tonight. It's a tough ask for Missy's Magic Man. I mean, showing 2 minutes in the latest over the river, he's going to need to find about 2 or 3 seconds to keep up with 3 and 7 in here.
Yeah, and look, this has been a steady one, and one that's got some back class, more than $200,000 earned, 33 wins. So a veteran, Jason Ryan, driving and training this one. Number 5, Pio Canella. This is one that I've loved in the past, but so far this year, it just hasn't been happening. It dropped in class at Georgian Downs last race, and, well, post 9 and made a break when trying to get into the action.
Yeah, I figured PL Canella just looking for some form reversal, because showing 2 breaks in his last 3 outings, just a 1 runner-up finish this season. He had a much better year last season, just shy of $50,000 earned. So trying to turn things around, coming back to the river, right? Hoping things can turn for this one, because he's a nice trotter, just 5 years of age and better than he shows.
And I'll tell you, if you want to throw a long shot onto your ticket, actually just dropped. So my idea just went out the window. I was talking about number 8, Riviera Beach, because, yeah, it's post 8, but this is now the 3rd start for Gerard Demers with Riviera Beach. And didn't race badly last time out, dropped to this class. This is one that I've liked in the past, Riviera Beach.
Last week, Gary, Daryl Thiessen had multiple outside post 8, and he sent most every one of them to be on or near the lead, right? And he's got some speed capabilities here with Riviera Beach. Does show sitting up close, 27 and 28 over Reno Carlton. So look for a gate blast. This horse was taking some action. Now he's back up to 16 to 1 price.
Yeah, and this is one that made some money last year. So now back up. So my idea of looking for a long shot is there right now, Riviera Beach. And of course, it's
Sure.
Daryl Thiessen and Gerard Demers. So you get a strong connection with Riviera Beach. Well, we're going to find out how it's going to unfold because it's Fantastic MVP Century Isaiah and Give Me Carrots moving in on the inside. The Pinball Wizard, PL Canella, Missy's Magic Man in the center, the outside like Chaos and Riviera Beach. And the second tier, Lily's Lass. Field of 9, the third dash. Horses are gathered up in behind the gate here at the river. And the field for race number 3 is at the start, and they're off. And like Chaos went off stride, so now Pio Canella is going to blast out with Riviera Beach and also making a break in stride, Give Me Carrots. So now it is Pio Canella, Riviera Beach rolling on the outside. Riviera Beach is going to rock right out and grab the lead. Pio Canella, then Fantastic MVP. Riviera Beach now at 25 to 1 has the lead as they work their way off the turn, and Pio Canella has come out, and Pio Canella wants to come back around now and claim the front. Pio Canella and Paul McKenzie. Riviera Beach is going to be racing from the pocket. Fantastic MVP, then Century Isaiah, Missy's Magic Man as they work one around the turn, then back to Lily's Lass and the Pinball Wizard, and then like Chaos has to pass a bunch of horses to win now, and the opening quarter was 28 and 2 and into the backstretch, 58 and 2 halftime. Pio Canella leads right now by 4 or 5 lengths, and Riviera Beach now is dropping out of it. Fantastic MVP has come on to take over second. And the field heads on down the backstretch, but Pio Canella at 14 to 1 is getting away a little bit. Pio Canella, and then racing second, Fantastic MVP, but now moving up on the outside. There's Lily's Last to take over second. Fantastic MVP is third, but right now Pio Canella is putting on a show. 3/4, 127 and 3. Pio Canella, Lily's Last second, but has a lot of work to do to catch Pio Canella, but that lead is shrinking. Fantastic MVP, like Chaos and Century Isaiah and Missy's Magic Man. PL Canella, Lily's Lass at 45 to 1 is trying to pull the upset, but it's going to be right now PL Canella to win it and take it by about 3 or 4 lengths. Lily's Lass, Missy's Magic Man, Fantastic MVP. Sugar, we're going to need a bigger boat.
Boom, you just called it there, Gary. Double digits everywhere after the favorites break very early in the mile. And not just, 2 to 1, 5 to 2 favorites. These were heavy favorites. There was double digits on the remainder of the field. Here's what you're getting. 14 to 1, on to 48 to 1. Then it's 19 to 1 and 14 to 1. Lily's Lass is absolutely going to blow up these exactor, try, and superfecta pigs.
Absolutely. And look, just the money was with both the 3 and 7 out. I would be thinking that maybe nobody even has the super. There's a good chance that nobody has the super, that we might wind up with an all.
Oh boy, we talked about this with Robert Reed Jr. A few times. Imagine if there's in-race wagering where you can bet at, say, the opening 8th. You're tossing the 3 and 7 right off those tickets.
And now PL Canella was my third choice, and this is one that I said was racing well last year, but this year so far it hasn't been happening, and made breaks in 2 of the last 3 starts. Well, I mean, the door was opened, and then PL Canella didn't just squeak up and get a win, kind of crushed them.
Yeah, change of scenery. Sometimes that's all it takes, and a return to likely one of his favorite tracks, right? He likes the river. PL Canella, we mentioned, he was much better than he shows.
Well, if he didn't like the river in the past, he likes it a lot now. We get the veteran Paul McKenzie with the win. Rolling back in front of us will be PL Canella, 5-year-old Cadabra bay gelding, owned and trained by Matt Dupuis. PL Canella, it's the first win on the year, 7th lifetime. The winning drive to Paul McKenzie. The third race payouts 5 PL Canella, 3090, 1310, 670. 9 Lily's Last, 1980 and 780. And 6 Missy's Magic Man pays 810. $2 exactor, 542.40. Dollar try, 2691.85. And the 20-cent super, 596 all. That is 596 all. 2149.83. Kaboom! Fans noting race number 6 scratched is number 9, Ava Sealster. Race 6 scratch 9, Ava Sealster. Third race, so we're finished from the tops of 4, 6, 9, 7, 1, 3, 5, 8, 2. That's 4, 6, 9, 7, 1, 3, 5, 8, 2 on the bottom.
Winback Farm of Ontario is home to outstanding sires, including a three-time millionaire pacer tattoo artist who is new in 2025, the last great son of the legendary Some Beach Somewhere and multiple stakes champion Beachglass, Meadowlands Pace and Ontario Sire Stakes champion Lawless Shadow, and the richest pacing stallion in all of harness racing history, the great Hall of Famer Mick Wicked. Also standing at Winback Farm, Archangel, Better Than Cheddar, Betting Line, My MVP, and Trickster. For more information, visit winbackfarm.com.
Field 4, race 4 on parade 1 is Warrawee for Laura, Garadorni for Frank Baker Jr., and Tyler Borth and William Stevenson. Number 2 is Xanavon, Paul McKenzie for Luke Bland, Determination, and Guy Corbeil. And number 3 is Ideal Perception, Travis Henry for Anthony Beaton and Lisa Lafort. And number 4 is Artie's Ideal, Sammy Filia for Robert Kyle Fellows in Hut Racing. And 5 is Blockbuster Trade, Jay Harris for Marie Helene DuPont and Robert Shepard. 6, Gravitational, Jason Ryan for Tim Myers and Boris Loss. And number 7 is Southwind Infusion, Daryl Thiessen for Ashley Lenvoy and Gino Toscani. Field of 7 for race number 4. Let's get a look at this field. And, well, Sugar, I tried hard to come up with an idea to beat Ideal Perception, and then I just said to myself, what are you doing here? This horse was the best. Do you ever get that where you get caught trying to beat a horse and then wondering, why are you trying so hard?
I tried for many years. When I first went out to Alberta, there was a horse by the name of Taj Mahal. They called him the Alberta Legend. I picked against him every week, but every week he'd win, and he won me over through the years. But Ideal Perceptions kind of like him as well. Because anytime he was in London, I kind of maybe ignored him or putting him on top and stuff. But he won a lot of races over London, Flamborough. He's a major threat anytime he shows up at these half-mile and 5/8 tracks in Ontario.
Well, he specializes in Grand River, and last year 50-4, and he had a couple other miles. And look at that one here, 51-3 last time out. As a lukewarm favorite, fans left some money on the table with Ideal Perception, and he said, I'm going to crush this field. And, well, is he going to do it again?
I think so. He's riding high. The confidence is way up, and right now his price is very right. 5-2. Go second choice. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's got to drop. But look at the one that I thought that I was going to try to go on top, and then I just smartened up. Maybe I could have used on top is Warrawee for Laura. I'm surprised 9-1. We both think that's the one that might step up because it comes in for Mohawk.
Indeed. Got this one as the exactor factor, and Garrett Rooney, G-Money, doesn't mind showing up at a price now and then. We saw him finish second best already tonight at 25-1, and gets a pretty good shot with this 4-year-old son of All Bets Off. Yet to hit victory lane in the 2025 season, but he's going to be facing not so tough as he has been competition in here.
And he shows pacing in 50-1 May the 24th at Mohawk. He's got some wheels. Warrawee for Laura. That's the one I wanted to try. I just couldn't get around to doing it. Number 2, Anavon, is one that, lightly raced the last couple of seasons, but a lot of back class, and, of course, sent up by Luc Belay.
Right on, and very good right now. I mean, nothing but first, seconds, thirds through the chart lines there, and as late as a victory in 52-1, his season's mark right here at the river. 3-1, I can get behind this one. Paul McKenzie stays on.
The one that I went to in front of the 2 Enavant, and we both think the inside 4, well, that's what the tote board is telling us. I went to Artie's Ideal in front of Enavant. Boy, that last line isn't the reason why.
No, something was amiss there at Mohawk Park. Maybe he's just not a big track horse. Certainly corners well around the half-milers and 5/8 tracks in Ontario. Gets a big shot with Sammy on board, leaving right behind the car. I'd be boxing up the inside 4 here on the Superfecta.
And he was third to Ideal Perception here June the 9th, and his mile 52-2. Artie's Ideal certainly has a lot of back class, getting close to the $700,000 mark. But right now it is Ideal Perception, 6-5 on the board. The price did come down, and it is Warrawee for Laura, and also Anavant on the inside. In the center, Ideal Perception, Artie's Ideal, Blockbuster Trade to the outside, Gravitational, and Southwind Infusion. Field of 7, the 4th dash. And the field for the 4th race is moving into the backstretch. Field for the 4th race. In position now. There at the start of the rough, and Artie's Ideal times the gate very well and comes blasting out. Then Ideal Perception, and were we for Laura, but Ideal Perception is going to hold off Artie's Ideal. But Artie's Ideal now still driving on the outside. Ideal Perception inside advantage, and Artie's Ideal now is going to take back and find the pocket. Were we for Laura comes away third. Blockbuster Trade, Anna Vaughn, Gravitational, and Southwind Infusion, and it is Ideal Perception with the fraud over Artie's Ideal as they race their way up towards us. 26-4, solid opening panel. Were we for Laura is in tow third. Blockbuster Trade fourth, Anna Vaughn, and then back to Gravitational and Southwind Infusion. And it is Ideal Perception who set up shop on the lead as expected and is leading up towards the half off that 26-4 opening quarter. Artie's Ideal is in an ideal spot right now, and Were We for Laura now is going to come first up and is moving up and is about 2.5 lengths off the lead. Blockbuster Trade is fourth, then it is Enavant, Gravitational, and Southwind Infusion, but it is Ideal Perception who continues on. Were We for Laura on the outside off a 56 half. 29-1 second panel is getting a little closer, and Were We for Laura is now a length and a quarter back, but Ideal Perception still looks comfortable on the lead. 123-4, and it is Ideal Perception. Were We for Laura, Artie's Ideal. Blockbuster Trade is getting up a little bit closer. Then it is back to Enavant and Gravitational and Southwind Infusion. Ideal Perception. Were We for Laura. They're on even terms on down the stretch. Route they come. Were We for Laura is able to grab the lead. Were We for Laura, Blockbuster Trade. Were We for Laura gets it. Blockbuster Trade, Ideal Perception, and Artie's Ideal. Were We for Laura, woulda, coulda, shoulda. I told you I wanted to take the one over Ideal Perception. Well, why the heck didn't I?
Oh, gee, money. Another rail shows up in the winner's circle now. This is a big mile by this Woodbine Mohawk Park ship-in. Was out for much of the last half, and quick third quarter, right? 27-4 up the backside, and even quick on the end. Just a big trip. The class relief, I think, did it there for Were We for Laura.
And also Were We for Laura raced as recently as June the 23rd, so comes back on a better rotation, and Ideal Perception's last race was June the 9th, and that might have been Ideal Perception kind of came up a little bit short.
A little bit short. I'm not sure. They were kind of hot through that opening quarter. 26-4. We're on a good track, right? So footing might not be to his liking tonight. It's to the liking of the one, Were We for Laura, as well as that 5. Blockbuster Trade. 46-1 do. Scary.
Yeah, it's just sometimes you get mad at yourself when you have an idea and you just don't have the nerve to follow through on the idea. But Were We for Laura did drop. It wasn't the price early anyway. It was 5-2.
Right. Yeah, it's still a pretty good price for one that was coming in, showing lots. You know, you pointed out the 50-1, third best finish back in late May. But, and again, you mentioned back on that regular rotation. Robert Reed Jr. would always say that is key.
Yeah, and look, we love getting a long shot to split between the top two, so we've got it done with Blockbuster Trade because Were We for Laura and Ideal Perception took the most money, but Blockbuster Trade managed to squeeze on in there.
Yeah, it's going to sweeten up the exotics, and you are dead on with the Superfecta payout. Race 3 did pay out on first, second, and third all. Over $2,000 for 20 cents.
Yeah, you should have had it. Yeah, I guess. Back in front of us is number 1, Were We for Laura, for your all bets off bay gelding. Owned by Frank Baker Jr. and Tyler Borth and William Stevenson. Frank Baker Jr. is the trainer. Garrett Rooney, G-Money with winning drive. It's the first win for Were We for Laura this year. 5th lifetime. Were We for Laura. Victorious 152-1. The 4th race payouts. 1 Were We for Laura, 710, 410, 250. 5 Blockbuster Trade, 1710, 673. Ideal Perception, 280. $2 exactor, $205.50. Dollar try, $339.80. Dollar super, $896.60. The fourth race order of finish from the top is a 153-4267. That's 153-4267 on the bottom. Field for the 5th on parade. 1 is Highland Hot Sauce, Daryl Thiessen for Michelle Bowen. Number 2 is Coalition Hanover, Paul McKenzie for Pam Forkey in Triple S Equine. And number 3 is Typhoon Stride, Jason Ryan for Ashley Lenvoy and Gino Toscani. Number 4 is Sir A, Garrett Rooney for Cassidy Schneider and Colonel Schneider Jr. Number 5 is Smokin' Hot Dude, Damian McClellan for Ben Wallace and Terry Krawick. Number 6, KJO and Austin Sorry for Mitchell Tierney and Lynn Cameron.
Going to the 8. 8's up.
Number 8 is Fox Hunt, Travis Henry for Joshua McKimmon and Paul Batter.
They're coming. Hold on a second.
There is 9, Control the Gold, Scotty Quiller, Jessica Hayter, and Ed Hayter. And still to join us for the parade is 7, Wild River Bumblebee, Sammy Filia for Julie Walker and Dr. John Bradbury. Is a field of 9 for race number 5. Still waiting for the Bumblebee to join us. And let's get a look at this field, Sugar. You have gone to Coalition Hanover on top. 2-1 as the favorite, and I used this one for 4th. So one of us is right and one of us is wrong. Who's it going to be?
Well, I've been wrong all night thus far, Gary, so it's probably going to be me. I mean, this is going to be a great betting race, especially with a high 5 involved. It's a 9-horse field. I'll tell you what, horses 5 and 6, there's 7 wins between them. The other 7 horses, 2 wins between them all thus far in 2025. This is a crazy deep race.
Yeah, and look at no real long shot as the money is all over the place. But I'm surprised Coalition Hanover is the favorite. But last time out, needed that start because missed a bit of time due to sickness and did close up well.
Right, it's the only reason I went there, really. I watched him in London taking on some tough competitors. I mean, the likes of LA Sun Control, Beach Tour was there, the Drinking Buddy, who we're going to see later on tonight. Coalition Hanover, definitely facing a softer bunch in here, and that's why I've gone that route. Paul McKenzie hopping on.
Number 3, Typhoon Stride, as Jason Ryan looks for the hat trick. This is one that gets a better post.
Gets a better post. He's got the big 0 for 14 happening thus far in 2025. I saw this one make the return to the races in London this season. And pretty good check getter, just a little bit camera shy. Jason Ryan, hot hands, right? 2 wins thus far tonight. Should he get there, it'll be an upset, 10-1 for number 3 Typhoon Stride. I can get there.
Well, back in the second race, he won on one that was 0 for 10 on the season, so now 0 for 14, looking to make it 1. Typhoon Stride is 5-1. My top one is number 7, Wild River Bumblebee, and I think that Wild River Bumblebee could sting this field.
You're probably right, and probably going to be the the sugar off angle. I mean, I was all over this horse last time out. He didn't really fire for me. He was flying home to start before, 27-2. I was hoping for a big late kick. Didn't happen. Watch it happen tonight. He's 5-1.
KJ Owen comes into this one off of back-to-back good races.
Right on, and he's a 4-time winner this season, including a 54-2 winner over Flamborough. He's a must-play for this high 5. If there's one horse in here you want on your high 5 ticket, it's him with Austin Sorey on board.
I don't know what to expect out of Fox Hunt because, just hasn't been rolling so far this year, but last race certainly did race reasonably well.
Beaten favorite last time. I was all over him in his latest. Here's another one that could likely sting me in this one as well as the 7.
Well, we'll see. It's a field of 9. You are on Coalition Hanover 3-1. A favorite at 3-1. And I'm on Wild River Bumblebee looking to sting the field here in the 5th. And it's Highland Hot Sauce, Coalition Hanover's Typhoon Stride on the inside. Surrey and Smokin' Hot Dude in the center. To the outside, KJO and Wild River Bumblebee and Fox Hunt. And the second tier, Control the Gold. The field for the 5th race. They're at the start, and they're off. And coming out alertly, Smokin' Hot Dude, Typhoon Stride, Coalition Hanover, Highland Hot Sauce, then Sir A, KJ Owen, and Fox On, then Control the Gold, and Wild River Bumblebee is buzzing back in 9th right now. Smokin' Hot Dude, smoking early, leads Typhoon Stride. Coalition Hanover is forwardly placed 3rd in front of Highland Hot Sauce and Sir A. Then it is back further to Fox Hunt as the field races off the turn, and that opening quarter was 26 and 3. Up and driving now is KJ Owen. Second last, Control the Gold, and then Wild River Bumblebee is trailing. Field heads up towards the half. Smokin' Hot Dude leads at a length and a half. Typhoon Stride is racing positioned 2nd, and then Coalition Hanover is going to come first over. Coalition Hanover is moving on the outside. 55-1. It's a solid half, and Smokin' Hot Dude leading. Typhoon Stride on the inside. Coalition Hanover's on the outside. And then Sir A is racing 4th, and Highland Hot Sauce is positioned to 5th. Then it is back to KJ Owen and Fox Hunt, Control the Gold, and Wild River Bumblebee is stingless right now, is trailing. They've raced their way by 3/4, and it is Smokin' Hot Dude still leading. Smokin' Hot Dude getting some urging to keep on going. Typhoon Stride strides along to the inside 2nd. Coalition Hanover 3rd. Might have flattened out a little bit, popping out from 2nd. Typhoon Stride. Highland Hot Sauce now claims 3rd. Coalition Hanover is 4th. As the field turns for them on down the stretch, drive they come. Smokin' Hot Dude. Typhoon Stride. Highland Hot Sauce up the inside. As they come on to the finish, it's going to be Smokin' Hot Dude to win it. Highland Hot Sauce, Typhoon Stride, and then Coalition Hanover 153 flat. Smokin' Hot Dude. Sugar, last week I took Smokin' Hot Dude on top in this class and finished 7th. So I said, what the heck? I'm not going anywhere near Smokin' Hot Dude. My bad.
Well, might have needed that last start. He was missing a month. He did qualify back with a sharp qualifying win, but yeah, kind of nowhere to be seen last time out. But Damien put him in play, had him on the front all the way. I was thinking the backfield might get heard from in there. Those were hot early fractions, 26-3, 55-1 over a good track, and the backfield had nothing.
Yeah, and Smokin' Hot Dude just kept on smoking. I guess I jumped in a little too early last week and needed to just stay on with it and not give it up. I held it against him when I really shouldn't because, as you mentioned, had missed a bunch of time and now comes back that last week, so now 7 days later.
Oh, it was the Gary off angle, right? You were on him last time and left him alone this week.
And Highland Hot Sauce is one that's 17-1 is going to be onto that ticket. So it's a pretty nice exactor, 5-1 on to 17-1.
I think so, and going to sweeten up that high five for sure. You know, I chased Highland Hot Sauce lots last summer. He just showed me plenty when racing in the late going, and that's what we've seen from him tonight. Maybe one to keep an eye on going forward is he starts to find his form over the river.
Yeah, my thing with him, he seems to show up and then disappear for a few races and then show up again. He's a little inconsistent. It doesn't always bring the A game.
Well, he's just a hot and cold type, right? And here's a smoking hot dude, and Damian McClellan certainly knows that way to the winner's circle at the river.
It's a hot exactor, Smokin' Hot Dude and Highland Hot Sauce, 5-1-3-2-8, and back in front of us. Number 5, Smokin' Hot Dude, 4-year-old Big Jim Brown gelding, owned by Terry Krawick, trained by Ben Wallace. Damian McClellan's the winning driver, 4th win this season, 11th lifetime. Smokin' Hot Dude, 153 flat. Also note that is a new career best for Smokin' Hot Dude, 153 flat. The fifth race payout, 5 Smokin' Hot Dude, 1210, 573.20. 1 Highland Hot Sauce, 1338.70. 3 Typhoon Stride, 350. $2 Exactor, 145.30. Dollar Try, 271.80. We have a high five carryover of $1,182. Dollar pick 3, 930.65. And we had a 20-cent pick 4 of 753.14. The 20-cent pick 5, $2,280.01. The fifth race, order of finish from the top, 243-819-756. That's 243-819-756.
We are back, folks, with the back half of this Monday evening program. Some prices are showing up. We've seen a few favorites getting the job done. And now we've got a high five carryover into the finale as well. Up into race number 10, the non-jackpot high five carryover. A little over $1,100 in carryover money added to that race 10 high five pool. Reduced field of 8 now with the scratch of number 6. Are You Kidding Me, Cabby? Late scratch in race 10. The 6 came out, so you've got a reduced field of 8 for that high five carryover finale. We've got the pick 5, late pick 5, starting up here in race number 6. Let's bring that ticket up right now. Late pick 5, starting up here with a field of 8. The 9 came out. Ava Sealster out. I'm in to go with 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. It's an upside down Christmas tree, half of one anyway, the way this ticket looks. I'm going to go 5 deep to start things up, 3 deep, races 7 and 8. We're going to cut it back to a pair of them in race number 9 with number 2, Bolt Power, and one of my favorites from London. It's the 5, the Drinkin' Buddy. Got to use them in there. Sam Fillion driving for Heather Pickett. In the finale, I took a stand on number 8, Magical Arthur. He's had a couple of starts now after freshening up, missing some time between March and into June. Love his chances in there. His main competition is the 4, Better on Ice. But again, I took a stand. Number 8, Magical Arthur, my key play to end this pick 5. Gary Guy, Indigo, with a late pick 5 ticket idea as well. My ticket's $18 on a 20-setter. Cut that in half. About that, $9.60 for Gary Guy's 20-setter. He goes 2 deep in the first 4 legs, and deepest of all, race 10. He's liking the 4, Better on Ice, on top. He's also including 1, Don't Poke the Bear, as well as that 8, Magical Arthur. Again, Gary's in for $9.60 on his 20-cent play. And Conley Ecclestone came pretty close to selecting the top 4 for the superfecta that paid out on a first, second, third all for over $2,000 on a 20-cent play. That was back in race number 3. His top 4 were involved in the triactor that paid huge. So Conley's in for $14.40 on his 20-cent wager. And again, Conley goes deepest of all in the opening leg with a 2, 4, 5, and 8. He issues another single throughout this sequence. Race 7, the 2, Lady Gambler, is his single on the sequence. Again, $14.40 for Conley's late pick 5. Getting set for a post parade. Gary Guy's got you covered.
Field for the 6th on parade 1. She prefers gin. Damian McClellan for Robert Kyle Fellows and Yolanda Fellows and John Fleischman and George Worrell Jr. Number 2 is Cold Creek Espero Austin. Sorry for Daniel Walker and Cold Creek Stanabra. 3 is Lydia Go. Travis Henry for Joe McIsaac and Peter Smith. Dr. Robert Boyce. For his Calico Sealster, Sammy Filia for Josh McGibbon and Kim Smith. 5 is Play Pal, Jason Ryan for Greg McNair and David Carson. Number 6, Captain Chloe, Jay Harris for Caitlin Graham. 7, Sunny Dreams, Daryl Thiessen for Brett Lester and Rebecca Williamson. And number 8 is Autumn Honey. It's Mike Horner, driving and training for RAW Equine and Mark Horner. 9 is scratched. Let's get a look at this field, and we both like 4 Calico Sealster on top of a decent last start here.
Yeah, he bumped up his game in that prospect series last time out to 53-2 speed. So he was shaving a few seconds off of what he's been showing. So for sure, going in the right direction for trainer Josh McKibben. Samuel Filion staying on to drive. So for me, that's why I went there. The return of Filion in the bike after pacing one of his best miles ever in the latest.
Yeah, and has a couple of wins. In fact, is 5 out of 10 in the top 3. You saw this one back in London in May. Race well, so a couple of good starts there. And the Calico Sealster, we both think this is the one, and is 2-1 on the board right now. Number 8, Autumn Honey. I left off my ticket, and mostly a post position issue, but 3 runner-up finishes in the past 4 starts.
Oh, he's a wonderful check getter here for Team Horner, and actually, she's a big Captain Crunch filly. She's kind of tall, kind of leggy. He might have the option to show some speed in here. If he wants to drive her like he drove Beach Tour earlier on this evening, she could get a big piece of this one.
And then number 6, Captain Chloe, is one that had a start here Friday night from post 8. Didn't get all that much out of it, but now, coming back Monday, they probably were a little conservative.
I think so. I think she come on for 5th, a piece of the high 5. She did pace in 56-3. The start she's showing, the latest in the program, it's a break at the start. I think you can throw that line out because that was a very rare miscue for this daughter of Captain Crunch. I think Jay will try some early speed here. There's not a whole lot with their noses on the gate that have that gate blast factor like this filly.
One thing to note about her, she's got 5 wins in 12 starts, so Captain Chloe has been effective. 13-1 could be enticing, and Captain Chloe probably going to be a more aggressive steer after getting that start here Friday night from post 8. Number 2, Coal Creek Sparrow. Raced in a non-winners at 2 at Georgian Downs last race, and it was a solid outing.
Well, I might move this one up a little higher in my picks. After you mentioned earlier that Grand River Raceway is faster than Georgian. Now, 54-2 over Georgian, that's a pretty sharp effort. Hey, Gary?
And should mention also, now the track has been upgraded to fast because that last race.
Nice.
Horse took a new career best, and this track can take some water. So, yeah, the track is fast, and Coal Creek is Sparrow. I think, actually, if you look at last year also as a 2-year-old in 8 starts, it was pretty effective. A couple of wins and 5 top 3s out of 8 starts. So maybe now it's time for Coal Creek Sparrow. That's my second choice in behind Calico Sealster. And one more I want to get to is number 5, Play Pal, because Play Pal is one that's kind of disappointed the last couple races after winning back-to-back starts, one at Flamborough and one at Mohawk. The last 2 just didn't go well.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a clunker last time out, actually. He's taken action tonight, 4-1. Jason Ryan does stay on the drive, so maybe he come off last time and said, something was amiss, and maybe they've ironed out some kinks with Play Pal, because I'm surprised, actually, to see him this low, 4-1.
Well, Pal, we didn't play this one, either of us, so Play Pal, we'll see what happens here. But moving in behind the gate is... She Prefers Gin, Coal Creek Sparrow, Lydia Go on the inside of the center, Calico Sister, Play Pal, and to the outside, Captain Chloe, Sunny Dreams, and Autumn Honey. And the second tier is scratched. It's a field of 8. Field for the 6th race. There at the start of the rough, Sunny Dreams is shining early. Calico Sealster and Lydia go. She Prefers Gin, Cold Creek is Sparrow. Then it is Autumn Honey, back to Play Pal, and Captain Chloe. But Sunny Dreams and Daryl Thiessen blasting from post 7 to get the lead at 45-1. But now Calico Sealster is going to quickly step up and drive for Sammy Filia and is now leading a length and a quarter. And now a length and a half and just needs to get over to the pylons and is able to do that. And Sunny Dreams is filling the pocket, 27-1. Solid opening panel. Lydia Go is currently going from 3rd. Then 4th is She Prefers Gin. Cold Creek is Sparrow is 5th, popping up from 4th as She Prefers Gin to come first over, giving cover to Cold Creek is Sparrow. Well back Autumn Honey. Then further back is Play Pal, and trailing is Captain Chloe. But Calico Sealster, 6-5 on the board, has the lead as they head up towards the half. She Prefers Gin on the outside is looking to belly up to the bar and challenge Calico Sealster. Sunny Dreams is still in the top 3. Cold Creek is Sparrow on the outside is a little closer, 4th now. And they work their way on down the back stretch of a 56-3 halftime. Calico Sealster trying to fend off She Prefers Gin, and Sunny Dreams is still in the hunt. Cold Creek is Sparrow is out 3 wide. Lydia Go. Captain Chloe a little closer, but is on the inside. And then Autumn Honey. Calico Sealster, they're bunching up in behind Calico Sealster. She Prefers Gin. Cold Creek is Sparrow. Sunny Dreams 4th, 125-3 the 3/4 time. She Prefers Gin has stuck a nose in front against Calico Sealster. She Prefers Jim. Calico Sealster, late push from Lydia Go. Out wide as they come to the finish. She Prefers Gin is going to win it at 5-1. Calico Sealster, Cold Creek is Sparrow, and Lydia Go. 155-1. She Prefers Gin. Well, one that made 2 breaks. Breaks in each of the last 2 races. Did not make a break here, though.
Right on. Came off a clean qualifier over Woodbine Mohawk Park. Damien McClellan was on board for the qualifier. He stayed on here to put a new life best of 155-1 on this filly. Back-to-back winners. Damien McClellan, back-to-back new marks at the river.
The one thing that does jump out, if you look back, April the 17th, a mile, or actually the May the 2nd mile, made an early break, but did come home in 26-1. So you know there's some serious ability there. It just was tough to get to one off of back-to-back breaks, but, stayed flat, got the job done.
She didn't mind taking the air in there either. She had some open road. There was no traffic, and very confident steer by McClellan. I think he knew what he was sitting behind there tonight, and drove her right and drove her to a 5-1 victory here to start up the late pick 5.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly being careful with her, so maybe that's a sign that they had figured out what was wrong and were pretty confident that this one would stay on pacing and paced powerfully. Calico Sealster was a solid outing to finish 2nd, and Cold Creek is Sparrow. Lydia Go. But, She Prefers Gin. We start off that pick 5 with a 5-1 shot.
Right, there was lots of talent here. I mean, this filly, she's a winner as a 2-year-old at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Gary, she paid $260 on that occasion, so there's some big talent here.
Yeah, and, showed that big talent right here. She Prefers Gin, 1-4-2-3 is the top 4, and She Prefers Gin is back in front of us. And 3-year-old Better's Delight, brown filly, owned by Yolanda Fellows and John Fleshman and George Gurl Jr. Robert Kyle Fellows, the trainer. Damien McClellan with the winning drive. First win on the season, 2nd lifetime for She Prefers Gin. Back-to-back driving wins for Damien McClellan, taking races 5 and 6. The sixth race payouts 1. She prefers gin, 13.20. 5, 33.20. 4 Calico Seals, 290, 220. 2 Coal Creek Sparrow, 250. $2 exactor, 33.40. Dollar try, 40.20. Dollar super, $100, 60 cents. The sixth race order of finish from the tops of 1, 3, 4, 2, 8, 5, 6, 7 scratch. That's 1, 3, 4, 2, 8, 5, 6, 7 scratch.
Alrighty, folks, we are back to cover the final 4 races this evening. A late pick 4, starting up here in race number 7. To be honest, I haven't had a whole lot of luck tonight picking a winner. I think I got the big 0-4 happening, but it happens now and then, right? Everybody has an off night now and then. I just can't seem to get one there, and hopefully that changes in the final 4 races. Again, it's a late pick 4, starting up race 7. Scratch the 6 in here, reduced field of 6, starting up this late pick 4 play. Let's get a look at ticket ideas, courtesy of yours truly. There'll be one for Gary Guy and one for Conley Ecclestone as well. Race number 7, going 3 deep in here using Lady Gambler. Lions Marion and Beach Games in the center. 2, 3, and 4 starting things out. We've seen a lot of wide open races this evening, like great betting races. It's exactly what you have right here in race 7. There's no clear cut favorite, no clear cut long shot. So maybe the all button is something to think about. It's probably what I need to find a winner in one of these multi-leg sequences this evening. Race number 8, field of 9 on the trot. We're using number 2, No One. There's one that's going to be a price. It's got to be a price. I mean, heavy favorite last time out, winning over Hanover, but other than that, not really showing a whole lot of form. But I like the chances for the 2. No One for an upset play in race number 8. 9-2 in the morning line. Don't take anything lower. The 4, All-Star Goldie, who I've kind of liked in the last couple of outings. I'm going to stay with that one for a top 2 threat. Number 9, Serenity Cruise. I've got pegged as a player. Morning line favorite from the trailing spot. I'm not sure where that one's going to land on the tote board come post time. 2, 4, 9 for me, race 8. The 9th race, back on the pace. We're using number 2, Bolt Power. Third start for trainer Lauren House, been first and second in the latest 2. And number 5, the Drinking Buddy I mentioned earlier, one of my favorites out of London, finds a good spot here at the river. 4 and 8 for me on the end, better on ice, as well as 8, Magical Arthur. Might be in for 360, could be 720 as well on a 20-cent wager. I think I threw in that 4 at the end to combine with 8 in the finale. Gary Guy, his late pick 4 ticket idea. Gary going 2 deep the opening leg, race number 7 with the 2 and 3. Lady Gambler, Lions Mare, and he's 2 deep in the 8th with the All-Star Goldie, Serenity Cruise. 2 deep in the 9th. Keystone Dakota, the hot horse, with Storm along on the inside, and he's 3 deep in the finale. 1, 4, and 8. His top selection was 4, better on ice. 480 for Gary on his 20-cent pick 4 play. Conley Ecclestone, one more time for Conley, and his single happens to be in this opening leg, race number 7. Again, this starts the late pick 4. He's using Lady Gambler to get him on through a single. The key play for Conley in race 7. 3 deep races 8 and 9 on the end of it. Race 10, he's on the 5. Kevin Dan Frozer's at a price. And number 8, Magical Arthur, 360 for Conley on his late pick 4. And, reminder, folks, high 5 carryover in the finale. Non-jackpot high 5, $1,100 plus added to that high 5 finale. It's a must play if you're playing harness in North America tonight. The post parade for race 7 is next.
Field 4, race number 7. On parade 1, Laura's Crush, Lauren House for Alan Shelton. Number 2 is Lady Gambler, Daryl Cheeson for Matt Dupuis and Dr. Ruth Irving. And number 3 is Lions Marion, Travis Henry for Anthony Beaton and 3 Lions Racing. Number 4, Beach Games, Jason Ryan for Francis Dumichel. Number 5 is HB Terpsichore, Sammy Filia for Chantel Mitchell and Clodamel and Guy Dosatel. And number 7 is Kiss Cam, Austin Sorry for Sean Stacy and David Reed and Nancy Malik and Diane Bertrand and Robert Gillespie. Field of 6 for race number 7. Let's get a look at this field for the 7th race. And, well, the two of us differ on the top 2. Lions Marion, your top 1. That last race here, not particularly great, but certainly was fine here, just 2 back.
Yeah, I got left with the 3. Lions Marion. I was on the 6, but that one scratched out of here. So, yeah, leaving with Lions Marion on top. Travis Henry for trainer Anthony Beaton does show a second over the river, 2 back, but a little bit flat last time out. But I mentioned when looking at the odds, when going through the pick 4 tickets, calling it wide open. I mean, there's a clear-cut favorite now at 9-5, that being number 2, Lady Gambler. And now there is a clear-cut long shot, 14-1. But when wagering opened up, it was spread right across. So, I don't know. It's the more I look at it, Gary, the more wide open I see it.
You know, I don't agree. I think Lady Gambler,
Okay.
2 to 1. But look, the thing is, remember you were mentioning about Daryl Thiessen blasting horses from post 8 and trying to time. Lady Gambler might have been one that he just got up and overpaced a little bit. Now leaving out a post position 2, because that's the only break you see. I think Lady Gambler, who was the favorite last time out, stays flat here and gets the best of this field.
You're calling for a big bounce back for 2, Lady Gambler.
And look, raced in the grassroots, and so those 2 starts at Mohawk in the grassroots, and one of them 53-2, so no disgrace. The race went in 150-3. That was too much for Lady Gambler, but he is one that has a win on a good track at Mohawk this year. I just think Lady Gambler fits really well in this spot. So I'm calling Lady Gambler, who is your second choice, my top one at 9-5. You're getting a nicer price on Lions Marion, though, at 5-1. We both agree that after those 2, it's number 4 Beach Games, but then we're also getting one here that made a break last time out.
Right. We're looking at both 2 and 4. Were heavy favorites in their latest and broke early. Took every chance away from both, though the 2 Lady Gambler did happen to make a better recovery. But Beach Games definitely going to have to mind the manners in here.
Yeah, and look, finished with broken equipment, so maybe that's the reason Beach Games doesn't make the recovery, but was actually racing on the lead. So Beach Games, if everything's okay here, Jason Ryan might have a good shot at making a huge recovery. And, well, what did she do 2 starts ago in a maiden class? Bingo, bango, a winner by a nose. At 7-2 was Beach Games in that start, and right now he's at 2-1. So it's not shocking that the money is in there with Beach Games. I want to ask you, who are we going to next? Because we didn't I didn't get a replacement for a 4th choice. Where do you want to go for 4th?
Where do I want to go? You know what? I might as well take the rail for my hometown London driver, Lauren House, on board number 1, Laura's Crush, at a price.
Yeah, and look, a winner at Clinton, so at least is coming in 59-2. You do see this one racing here back last fall. September the 30th was second in 57-1, so has had some success over this track, a couple of 4ths, and then that second. And so Laura's Crush also was decent enough last year, 9 starts and had 4 top 3s. Already a couple of top 3s and 3 starts this year, so that is probably the logical spot to go for after the first 3, and might even crack into those top 3 off a good last race. The starters called the field. We'll see. My top one is Lady Gambler at 6-5, but you get a better price. Lions Marion is 3-1. Travis Henry for Anthony Beaton. It's Laura's Crush and Lady Gambler on the inside. In the center, Lions Marion and Beach Games. To the outside, HP Terpsichore and Kiss Cam. It's a field of 6 for race number 7. The field for the 7th race is all in position. They're at the start of the rough. Kiss Cam on the outside is going to blast out. Laura's Crush along to the inside. HP Terpsichore. Lady Gambler is racing position 4th. Then Beach Games and Lions Marion's trailing the field. Kiss Cam and Austin Sori has the lead as they race on around that first turn. Kiss Cam at 12-1. Racing second, Laura's Crush and Lauren House. Lady Gambler is 3rd in the early action. Then HP Terpsichore is racing 4th, and then it is back to Beach Games, and Lions Marion is trailing the field, and the opening quarter 28-2. Kiss Cam and Austin Sori down. Will try to pick up a second panel breather. Has a solid hold on Kiss Cam. And racing on past us. And racing second is Laura's Crush. Lady Gambler is now going to gamble and come first over as they race their way on up towards the half. And racing position 4th is HP Terpsichore. Beach Games, and then Lions Marion is still lying 6th right now. Kiss Cam. Now there is Lady Gambler getting up closer picture. Lady Gamblers in pursuit of Kiss Cam. Kiss Cam leads it by just half a length over Lady Gambler. Kiss Cam did get a bit of a breather in that second panel. Half was 57-4. Kiss Cam, Lady Gambler. Then to the outside, racing third. HP Terpsichore. Laura's Crush is fourth. And they head by three-quarters. Kiss Cam still holding on to the lead. 125-4, 32nd third panel. Lady Gambler inching forward, but still has a bit of work to do. Lady Gambler trying to put away Kiss Cam. Kiss Cam, Lady Gambler. Here comes Beach Games now. And it is Lady Gambler who's come on to stick a nose in front, but Beach Games is looming. Lady Gambler, Beach Games on down the stretch drive they come. Beach Games as they come to the finish against Lady Gambler. Beach Games, Lady Gambler, Lions Marion from last is coming into it. It might have been Beach Games. Also right there is Lady Gambler. And Lions Marion 156-1, 3 across the track. I thought it was Beach Games, but we can have a photo. We don't always have to go out on the limb there, Sugar.
I think you're right. I think I just ran out of time and ran out of racetrack there with number 3, Lions Marion. That quick third quarter, right? That's where it had the backfield closing in sharply on the end of it. Just 30-2 on the back quarter. The 4 and 3 made up a ton of ground lead.
Yeah, Lions Marion. I mean, he's a long way. She's a long way back early, and she's right up there into the picture. And we'll see if it is Beach Games. We'll take a look at the slow motion. Actually, the judges have called it, but I didn't hear what they had said. So, and there is Laura's Crush up the inside, but it is the 2, 3, and 4 that are part of the photo. We'll see Beach Games and Jason Ryan. If it is Jason, it would be a third win on the evening.
It's a good horse race there, Gary. I mean, they battled pretty good up and through that third quarter. Yeah, that looks like a 4 Beach Games all day. Driving triple, Jason Ryan, likely not done yet.
And this is one that we mentioned, that break last time out. Broken equipment, a winner here, just the start before it. So, Beach Games and top of the stretch, I thought for sure was going to win.
You know what? After we talked about it and the horses are going in behind the gate and you're starting up with your race call, I love the look of this big filly on parade. If there was one that would have been a post-parade pick for me, it had to be this 4 Beach Game. She was looking the part tonight. That's all I can say. Looking the part.
Yeah, and also has had 2 wins here. Was a winner here last year in 55-3, even as a 2-year-old. So Beach Games is one that's full measure for the victory, 56-1. And Beach Games gives Jason Ryan a driving hat trick, 3-year-old Sunshine Beach Bay filly, owned by Francis Dumichel and John Enright, Francis the trainer. And it's the 2nd win on the year, 4th win lifetime for Beach Games. Seventh race, payouts 4 beach games, 1120, 420, 280. 3 lines, Marion, 410, 310, 2 Lady Gambler, 260. $2 exactor, 52.60. Dollar try, 48.65. And the dollar super, 122.85. The seventh race, or we're finished from the tops at 43215 scratch 6. That's 43215 scratch 6. field for the 8th race on the Omega Alpha Pharmaceuticals Post-Parade 1. Prince Archie, Paul McKenzie, Ashley Lenvoy, and Gino Toscani. Number 2 is No One. Bruce Richardson drives and trains and owns. Number 4 is All-Star Goldie. Garrett Rooney for Steve Watson and All-Star Farms. And number 5 is Maestro Sister Semi-Filia for Julie Walker. Number 6, Forbidden Treasure, Jay Harris for Pam Forgy and Mindy Findling Repco. Number 7, Fashion Contender, Austin Sorry for Scott West. 8 is Downstairs Party, Travis Henry for Cassidy Schneider and Colonel Schneider Jr. 9 is Serenity Cruise. Scott Culver, Don Lindsay, and Jeff and Bernie Barr. It's a field of 8 for race number 8. Let's get a look at this field, and well, we have a difference of opinion, and the fans are with you. You went to number 2, No One, and I didn't go in that direction at all, but look, No One was pretty fine at Hanover last race.
I'm not sure I want to be going in this direction now after seeing that price. I mean, I was talking about him prior to the pick 4 and saying, you know, he's 9 to 2 in the morning line. Don't take anything lower. Well, right now at 7 to 5, I mean, I got to stay with him because I liked him. And Bruce has got a handful right here, but not a fan of that price at all.
No, and also one that the last time I saw this one at Flamborough raced really well to finish second, and that was in a solid class, but No One and Bruce Richardson certainly one that's having a good year. 5 out of 10 in the top 2. 3 to 2, though, very chalky. 9, Serenity Cruise is also getting a lot of love at 5 to 2, so you're not getting any value on either of your top 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. 9-horse trailing spot, tough spot to win from for any horse, trotter or pacer. I mean, no shot at finding a real good trip in here. I mean, the 1 does not appear to have a whole lot of gate speed, Prince Archie. I don't know where this 9 is going to sit, but coming in from the big track off a qualifier 55 flat, maybe freshened up for a bit, and likely to show a little more. And another one, I kind of like them, hate the price.
And that back half of that qualifier, 55 and 4, so trotted up a storm in the back half of the qualifier. Maybe that's what's gotten everyone's
Look who won
attention.
The qualifier, Gary.
Logan Park. My Lord. And actually was respectable against Logan Park, beaten 5 lengths.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, Logan Park's earned a little bit of money in his fine career. Others to look at, number 4, All-Star Goldie. This is my top one, and I thought All-Star Goldie, the last 2 races were very fine. I thought she comes in sharp, and a better price at 5 to 1.
I think I want to go with you now, Gary. I mean, 5 to 1 is a way better price than the 2 or the 9, and I love this horse. I mean, I've been on him last couple of times, and Garrett Rooney, my guy G Money, likely to put him in play.
You know one that might race pretty well here. Moves up a level, 5, Maestro Sealster. It's Sammy Filia, Julie Walker. This is one that's got a couple of wins on the year. Maestro Sealster comes in off of a victory. Could be okay.
Heart-building win in the latest. Nose on gate. Got some pretty serious gate speed, too. Watch him early.
Well, you've got No One at 5 to 2, and I'm sitting at a price double that for All-Star Goldie at 5 to 1 with G Money. We'll see how it unfolds. Prince Archie and No One on the inside with All-Star Goldie in the center. Maestro Sister, Forbidden Treasure to the outside. Fashion Contender, Downstairs Party, and the second tier is Serenity Cruise. It's a field of 8, and it is race number 8. The field for the 8th race, turning into the backstretch. Eighth race trotters on a marvelous Monday at the river, nearing the start. And they're at the starter off, and Forbidden Treasure, Downstairs Party, and All-Star Goldie. Now All-Star Goldie is second with Forbidden Treasure grabbing the lead. Now no one's going to press through and is taking second. All-Star Goldie is now going to take back and find a seat on the inside third if possible, because it's still being shut out. So the heck with that, drives on. All-Star Goldie now is going to press on for Garrett Rooney and take the lead. Forbidden Treasure is second. Prince Archie went off stride. No one is racing position third. All-Star Goldie has the lead now. Forbidden Treasure, 28 and 1's the opening quarter. And racing position third is no one. And then racing fourth is Downstairs Party. Maestro Sealster, Serenity Cruise to the outside and Fashion Contender. And 28 and 1 opening quarter. They head up towards the half. All-Star Goldie and Garrett Rooney's got the lead. Forbidden Treasure racing second. No one to the outside, braving it first over. And then on the outside, that is Serenity Cruise, well situated second over. And advancing on the back of no one. And no one is coming in pursuit of All-Star Goldie, and no one takes over from All-Star Goldie. Serenity Cruise is racing third. Forbidden Treasure is fourth right now. Then it is Fashion Contender. Back to Downstairs Party and Maestro Sealster, but no one's got the lead. 58 and 2 was the half, and they head on by three quarters, 127 and 1. No one in Serenity Cruise. All-Star Goldie and Forbidden Treasure. It is no one who has the lead, in Serenity Cruise is trying to track down no one. And then All-Star Goldie as they come on down the stretch drive. And Bruce Richardson in command in this one. Who's going to be Bruce? No one. No one is victorious, and Serenity Cruise is second. Maestro Sealster and Fashion Contender 156 and 4. No one lived up to your top billing. It took a bunch of money, but at 5-2 raced pretty darn well. The price is okay.
We'll take it. Last time I talked about the two, I think he might have been 7-5. So a 5-2 is a much better price. And this mare, she's never been better than she was tonight. 56 and 4 over the river. Great to see for Bruce.
Yeah, you didn't like the prices on your top two horses, but you like them a lot better if they finish on the top two.
I guess it's been an off night, Gary, so I needed just about anything here, and to get the front two, I'm happy.
Yeah, and they were clearly the top two, although Maestro Sealster, you see, closing into the picture, so did race well off of that win last mount to pick up a third. But it was no one in Serenity Cruise, the two that were taking the action all the way through the betting cycle. And then when the really mattered, there's no one, and there's not anyone that's going to beat Bruce in here. And really was able to blow by All-Star Goldie pretty handily. All-Star Goldie kind of got used early because with trouble finding a seat.
That's right. Parked to the quarter and then could not hold off no one, making a big third quarter push. And looked like he kind of did, or she kind of did the same thing over Hanover in the latest. Made a winning move just after the quarter mile and trotting a big back half, 59 and change in the back half of the Hanover half mile. Big trip for a trotter, Gary.
And, and no one is one that had just one win last year in 22 starts. Now in half those starts, 11 starts this year, 4 wins. So no one is maybe now a young trotter. And sometimes trotters a little later to show up. This is just a 4-year-old, so one to keep an eye on.
Definitely one to keep an eye on going forward. And, I just wanted to check out those exactors. $32, not bad for a 29.
Yeah, you didn't like the prices on the win end of things, but the exactor is very respectable. The 2-9, your top two picks are 2-9, and that's the way it shows up. Coming back in front of us, number 2, no one. A 4-year-old looks like a Chippendale Bay mare. Owned and trained by Bruce Richardson. The winning drive to Bruce Richardson as well. 4th win for no one on the season. 6th lifetime. 156 and 4, a new career mark. Eighth race payouts number 2, no one. $7, $3.70 and $3. 9 Serenity Cruise, $4.10, $3 and 5 Maestro Sealster, $3.80. $2 Exactor, $32.20. Dollar Try, $81.95. Dollar Super, $892.55. 20-cent Supers, $178.51. Eighth race order of finish from the top is an 8-1 scratch 536472. That's 8-1 scratch 536472 on the bottom. Field on Post Parade. 1 Storm Along, Jason Ryan for Greg McNair and Bradley Grant. Number 2 is Bold Power, Lauren House for Brenda Darrable. Number 3 is Leave It to Luther, Paul McKenzie for Ryan Stewart and Courtney Pollard. 4 is Harper's Hat Trick, Travis Henry for Chris Haskell. Number 5, Drinkin' Buddy, Sammy Filia for Heather Pickett and Rick Pickett. Number 6, Hunter Hill, Garrett Rooney for Scott West. And number 7 is Keystone Dakota, Steve Houdon for Laura Toscani and Martin Kep for Field of 7 for race number 9. Let's get a look at this field. And, well, we both have the same top 4, but we have them in different orders. You're going to belly up to the bar with number 5, Drinkin' Buddy, who, raced at Georgian last race. A winner at Sarnia 2 back, last race 4th, but speed of mile was good.
Oh, that mile in 52 and 4 over Georgian, right? It's got to be huge. He has been one of my favorites in London for a long time now, and he was racing preferred types most of the winter, and he drew poorly week in, week out against those preferred. So it got tough for him, but he's a grit grinding type, Gary. He gets outside and rolling, and he keeps on coming.
And it was a good winner last year, won 10 times. In fact, that's half of his season's 20. You get Sammy Filia for Heather Pickett, Drinkin' Buddy, off of a decent speed, 52 and 4. Others, how about number 2, Bolt Power? This is one that faces tougher in here, but boy, that last race suggests maybe he'd be fine with it.
Right, even in his latest 2, we had the big second by a head over Sarnia. Last time out, an easy winner in 52 and 2. Right to his mark, that he took as a 3-year-old over Yonkers. It's going to be the 3rd time for trainer Lauren House, who is a good fit for this son of Bolt the Doer. 9-2 price. I can get behind this one all day as well.
Yeah, and Bolt Power, the last time out in that win, Reactor Now was 3rd. Well, came back to win, so Bolt Power, good measuring stick. Has some gate speed, left well from post 1 last race, should be up and going early. Number 1, Storm Along, don't know what to do with this one. Last time out, blasted to the front from post 9 and finished 10th. That probably took a lot out of Storm Along, but also you do see some a 50 and 4 mile May the 12th at Mohawk, and so and sent up by Greg McNair. So you've got to give some regard to this one. Fans giving a ton of regard, 9-5.
Yeah, the McNair barn's been doing good things at the river. Storm Along just might have went a little too quick early last time out, down to the quarter 26. They're at the half in 53 and 4, and he's not far off of them at that point, but backed up through them. So looking for a bit of class relief and back to a smaller track here, a 5/8 miler here. Hot hands, Jason Ryan trying for his 4th driving win on the night. It appears he's got a pretty good shot, Gary.
The one that I went to on top is number 7, Keystone Dakota. I know he's facing tougher in here, but boy, Keystone Dakota, 51 and 2 last time out, parked before getting to the front. Just absolutely outstanding Keystone Dakota. Has some back class, 7-1. I want to take a flyer on a horse that's coming in really super sharp.
You know what? Nice old horse. A 9-year-old son of Art Major here. We normally look at horses that follow up on hot paces and can finish up strong. Well, this fellow's been cutting those hot paces and finishing up strong enough. He's been first and runner-up finisher twice in his last 3, and 51 and 2 in the latest. He was rock solid. I think Steve's got to send him again, right? Outside post 7, but why not? He's so good right now.
And we both looked away from Hunter Hill, but you get G-Money for Scott West, and one that was in this class just 2 races to go, second, beaten a length and a quarter.
Yeah, I might have tried him in his latest at Woodbine Mohawk Park, and anytime I try him, You get what he got. He got ninth in there.
He's, he's one of those that's on the list for you right now. It's,
Always, always.
yes, Storm Along, Bolt Power on the inside. In the center, Leave It to Luther, Harper's Hat Trick, and Drinkin' Buddy. To the outside, Hunter Hill, Keystone, Dakota. It's a field of 7. It is race number 9. They're into the backstretch on a soggy Monday evening at the river. Field for the 9th race is at the start of the rough, and Hunter Hill hunting for early position with Leave It to Luther. Storm Along storms out from the inside. It's Hunter Hill, Storm Along, Leave It to Luther. Then racing forth is Drinkin' Buddy, then Bolt Power. Then it is back to Harper's Hat Trick, and Keystone, Dakota is trailing the field. Hunter Hill has the front right now. Hunter Hill and Garrett Rooney's on top. Storm Along is racing position second. Leave It to Luther is third in the early action. The opening quarter, 26-1 put up by Hunter Hill over Storm Along, with Leave It to Luther on the inside third. Then racing forth is Drinkin' Buddy. Then it is back to Bold Power, Harper's Hat Trick, and Keystone, Dakota is trailing the field off a sharp opening quarter of 26-1. And driving along on the lead, Hunter Hill and Garrett Rooney. Storm Along is racing position second. Leave It to Luther third. Half 55, and Bold Powers on the outside racing fourth. Then Drinkin' Buddy. Harper's Hat Trick, and now Keystone, Dakota to the outside is starting to roll, but has a lot of work to do. Hunter Hill at 5-1. 3-5. Storm Along is racing along in second, and then third is Leave It to Luther. From the backfield, Keystone, Dakota 3 wide is driving, but is still dueling to take over fourth, as it is a very sharp Hunter Hill 3/4, 123-2. Hunter Hill, Storm Along, Leave It to Luther, and Drinkin' Buddy. Storm Along is trying to storm alongside Hunter Hill. It is Hunter Hill, Storm Along, Drinkin' Buddy now on the outside, and Leave It to Luther on down the stretch where they come. It is Hunter Hill, Storm Along, and out wide is Drinkin' Buddy, but it's going to be Storm Along to storm on by and win it. Drinkin' Buddy was second, Hunter Hill third, and then Leave It to Luther fourth, 152-1. 3-5 of the board. Storm Along. Well, no money to be made, but Storm Along was the winner.
Best, got the best trip in there. Got the hot hands of Jason Ryan on board. Fourth on the night, and that's a nice mile on a soggy night. 152-1. Buddy, he got a great trip in there. Yeah, I can handle that. Strong second from him, and I'll be looking for him next time.
Yeah, and Hunter Hill is one you're going to maybe have to get back onto again, because led a long way and didn't give it up badly. I mean, is going to wind up being third, but it was a solid outing by Hunter Hill.
It was too. You know, he's 26-1 to the, and that's a big half on the soggy night. 55 flat, and you know what? He didn't pack it in too badly. He got passed by a couple of real nice horses.
Yeah, Drinkin' Buddy, your top pick, ends up being second, and Drinkin' Buddy did go off at 11-1, which is hard to believe.
Yeah, I was loving it up and towards 3/4. I just needed the front two to maybe let up a little more. Again, great trip in there. Sammy put him in play when he found room, and just another one of those horses that kind of ran out of track tonight.
It's a 1-5-6-3 top four. Number 1, Storm Along, victorious in the 9th in 152-1. Coming back in front of us is number 1, Storm Along, a 5-year-old Stay Hungry Bay horse owned by Bradley Grant, trained by Greg McNair. Jason Ryan with the driving hat trick. It's the 4th win this season, 11th lifetime for Storm Along. Ninth race payouts: 1 Stormalong, 350, 250, 240. 5 Drinkin' Buddy, 460, 310, 6 Hunter Hill, 380. $2 exactor, 23.90. Dollar try, 52.50. Dollar super, 204.60. Ninth race order finish from the top: 1546237. That's 1546237.
Hey kids, do you like to write stories or poems or draw pictures of horses? We're running 2 contests from now until August 31st with a total prize money of $3,500. For the Youth Literary Derby, Ontario students in grades 3 to 8 can submit either a short story or a poem with standardbred theme. Poems and stories are judged separately. If you like to draw, then the Youth Art Derby might be for you. This one is open to students in grades 3 to 12, and you can do a drawing or a sketch of anything standardbred related. Check out our website for more inspiration and more information, bgracingalliance.ca.
Field for race number 10. On parade 1, Don't Poke the Bear. Jay Harris for Ken Middleton Jr. and James Grant and Dave Walls and Kendall Middleton. Number 2 is Full Disclosure. Daryl Thiessen for Ashley Lenvoy and Gino Toscani. 3 is Holy Jalapeno. Jeff Hunt for Ken Skinner. Number 4, Better on Ice. Anthony Hunt for Dale Fritz and Edward Aitchison and Mike Sawyer. Number 5 is Kevin Froster. Lauren House for Patrick Bissett and Tanya Loston.
Going to the 8.
6 is
Ace is up.
Scratched, and number 8 is Magical Arthur. Scott Goulder for Sean Stacy and David Lumsden. There is 9, Liberty Royal. Austin Sorry for Mitchell Tierney and James Quinn. And joining us so late from the parade is 7, Dance Like a Skipper. Paul McKenzie for Paul Coulter and Georgia and Emma and Avery Longstreet. It's a field of 8 for race number 10. The 6 is out. That's the field for the Omega Alpha Pharmaceuticals post-parade. And let's get a look at this field, and we're going to look at the classy veteran Magical Arthur. Only a 6-year-old, but earned a bunch of money early in his career.
Oh, he's been around, and he's banked over $400,000. And I wanted to take a stand here. I had singled him on the end of the pick 5 play. I guess I've got the 4 and 8 pegged on the end of the pick 4. But for me, Magical Arthur, ready to pop. There's not a whole lot of gate speed here to his left, Gary, and now he gets to move in the spot with a scratch of number 6. Again, taking a stand here. I think he can beat the 4.
Well, you're calling your shot right there. Now, the 4 is taking a fair amount of money, Better on Ice, and that is my top one, so we're going against each other. Both of them are 0 fors. Magical Arthur 0 for 7 on the year, Better on Ice 0 for 6 on the year, and they both come in off of second-place finishes, so they both look like ones that are getting ready to win. Better on Ice and Anthony Hahn. This will be just the third start off a bit of a layoff.
Yeah, I like this one as well. I mean, I've got him pegged for an exactor factor. I think the 4 and 8 are the class in here. You're getting 5-2 right now. Anthony Hahn stays on for owner, trainer Dale Fritz. A nice tow long trip in the latest, just couldn't make it happen against Better Than Pride, though still a nice effort. That being tonight being the third start back off the layoff, and same angle for Magical Arthur as well, a third start back after a brief layoff.
And number 1, Don't Poke the Bear, 2 starts ago was 4th in this class. Then last race 3rd in this class, gets down to the inside. I'm banking on 2nd in this class. I'm just watching the progression, 7-2 on Don't Poke the Bear.
Yeah, for our pal Ken Middleton, I go back to that Hanover start where he mentioned in his comments about Don't Poke the Bear. Hanover was a horror show for him. Well, he's come back to be a decent 3rd and 4th in his latest 2, and for sure, one to consider in this high 5 carryover time, Gary.
Number 3, Holy Jalapeno, or some people call Holy Jalapeno. And Holy Jalapeno is one that was competitive last race. Magical Arthur was 2nd in that race. Holy Jalapeno 4th, and could maybe build off of that race, or at least one you can use on the ticket. Now, middle light this year so far, but things might be on the improve now.
A little light, yeah. Yet to hit the top 3 board in 2025. I've got him pegged as a fringe player here. He's been 4th and 5th in his last 2 over the river, and I could definitely find him grabbing a piece of this high 5.
We need one more for that high 5. Well, I know that you are going to that trailer post, 9 Liberty Royal, even though last race that did not go well. 8th beaten 10.
Right. Mitch Tierney had this one for 5 goes now, 5 starts, and we'll be following out a bit of speed. I mean, Don't Poke the Bear he can get away well enough to keep himself warm near the lead. Liberty Royal from off the pace, just having to show up a little better than he did last time out. This is a better spot for him. Could be some class relief here. 19-1, Austin Sorey long shot for the high five.
Yeah, up one class higher last time out in this class. 2 races ago was second. Now that was post 5, but was second in this class only 2 races ago. And is 20-1. It's Don't Poke the Bear and Full Disclosure on the inside. In the center, Holy Jalapeno, Better on Ice, and Kevin Fraudsters. And to the outside, Dance Like a Skipper, Magical Arthur. And the second tier, Liberty Royal. It's a field of 8. It's race number 10. Into the backstretch for the final dash they go. It's a field for the 10th race, nearing the start. And they're off, and it is Better on Ice, Magical Arthur, and Full Disclosure. Then Don't Poke the Bear is 4th away, Holy Jalapeno is 5th, and Liberty Royal is racing position 6th. Then Captain Fraudsters and Dance Like a Skipper is back trailing to field. Better on Ice right now is better, and leads Don't Poke the Bear, who fills the pocket, 2 lengths off the lead of Better on Ice. Then 3rd, Liberty Royal, as they race their way off the turn and come on towards us, and then positioned on the inside, racing for his Full Disclosure, but right now off a 26-4 opening quarter. Better on Ice is better by 2 lengths over Don't Poke the Bear. Liberty Royal, Full Disclosure, Holy Jalapeno, Magical Arthur on the outside. On the inside is Liberty Royal, and back trailing is Dance Like a Skipper off a 26-4 opening quarter. Anthony Hahn and Better on Ice looks to pick up a second panel breather, leads it length and 3/4, now 2 lengths over Don't Poke the Bear, 56-4, half and a 32nd second panel. And then 3rd is Liberty Royal. Magical Arthur continues on the outside and is moving up now, and is taken over 3rd, is about 3.5 off the lead. Liberty Royal, then Full Disclosure and Holy Jalapeno. Back further, Dance Like a Skipper, and Captain Fraudsters is trailing. Better on Ice at 8-5 still has the lead, and is better by about a length and 3/4 over Don't Poke the Bear. Magical Arthur on the outside, 126. Better on Ice is still in command, leads at a couple of lengths. Don't Poke the Bear, Magical Arthur, Liberty Royal, Holy Jalapeno, Full Disclosure, Dance Like a Skipper, and Captain Fraudsters on down the stretch off 3/4, 126, and Better on Ice continues on. Better on Ice, none better than Anthony Hahn, and Better on Ice in the 10th race. Don't Poke the Bear was 2nd, then 3rd, like it might have been Liberty Royal also right there were Magical Arthur and Holy Jalapeno. 155-2. Better on Ice was the one that was better than the field in here, Sugar.
Yeah, I should have followed your lead, Gary. Nice top pick there. I went the wrong way. I had the right idea for the high five, just the wrong idea for the winner.
Yeah, and of course things worked out well too. So it's trip dependent, and post 8 you can sometimes not get the trip you want. But Better on Ice was able to get to the front, 30-second breather, and had lots left.
Yeah, I got feeling very early on it was going to be a long night at the office for Magical Arthur. I mean, from that outside post, he got hung 3 deep through that opening turn, and then there was some traffic, and then he got left out the rest of the way. But still a strong effort for him to finish within the mix, but they weren't catching this fella after that 30 flat second quarter. No shot.
And Don't Poke the Bear was able to get a pocket trip and continue on. So Don't Poke the Bear continues 4th, then 3rd, and now it looks like a 2nd, I believe, for Don't Poke the Bear. Wasn't going to catch Better on Ice, but at least as we see in the slow motion, there is Don't Poke the Bear.
Yeah, second best. So maybe the win comes next time out. Hey, the high five carryover, well supported by players, $17,000 plus new money in the carryover. Thanks for playing, and you'll bring back the winner, Gary.
Well, we'll talk to you Wednesday night. Got the exactor of 4-1. Went with Kenny, and you threw in that 9 Liberty Royal, who raced it well. 4-1-9-8-3. We'll talk to you Wednesday night, Sugar.
Sounds good. Have a good one, Gary.
Back in front of us is Number 4, Better on Ice. And Better on Ice is a 5-year-old all-bet soft bag gelding owned by Dale Fritz and Edward H. and Michael Sawyer. Dale Fritz, the trainer. The winning drive to Anthony Hahn. First win on the season for Better on Ice and the 9th lifetime. The 10th race payouts for Better on Ice, 530, 280, 270. 1, Don't Poke the Bear, 360 and 330. 9, Liberty Royal, 1260. $2 exactor, $14.50. Dollar try, $65. Dollar high five, $1100, $85.30. $2 double, $10.50. Dollar pick 3 is $23.40. And the dollar pick 4, $144.40. Note the $1 pick 5 is $770.40. The 10th race for a finish from the top is a 265 18 scratch 743. That is 265 18 scratch 743 on the bottom. Well, fans, that concludes harness racing for this Monday evening from Grand River Raceway. Action resumes on Wednesday. Our first dash at 6:20 p.m. Buenas noches, amigos. Good night, everybody. Good night, Josie Bean.
Good night, Gary.